Bounce it up.
Merry Christmas!
Didn't we say that last time?
Maybe. We can say it again. We can say it from Thanksgiving until New Year's.
Yeah, I think we did say it last time, but then we corrected ourselves and said Thanksgiving, right?
Maybe,
Was
yes.
it that long ago?
Yes.
I don't know. It wasn't even last time. That was like a month ago.
It was, wasn't it?
Because then we did Costa Rica.
Rica. But this is going to be my favorite episode yet.
Because of the pajamas.
Because we're in pajamas, our matching fam jams.
Matchy fam jams.
Xmas fam jams. And, but more than that, my favorite cocktail all year round. All year round. And there are some people in our neighborhood, our friends, our family that have had this cocktail. And it is famous. It is super, super famous. It is the Lockwood Effect Snowtini.
And by the way, Lockwood Effect, we use that term a lot, but I don't think everybody knows what it means.
So it just means a very strong cocktail that is delicious, and it goes down easy, and it gets you really drunk.
Because one of our friends, Dana, came up with that, called Lockwood Effect, because when she would drink our cocktails, she would get lit pretty quickly. So she called it Lockwood Effect, and it stuck.
Yes, it did.
But yes, this cocktail, this Snowtini,
So good.
it's
so good.
delicious, it's impressive looking, it's easy to make.
Yeah.
It's so festive,
It's
but you
so
really can only
festive.
do it around the holidays.
It feels like winter.
And it's 100% my creation.
Yes.
So this isn't like us doing a Cosmo or a Mojito or any of these other cocktails. Like, I love the fact that this is truly Lockwood invented. It's Lockwood Effect.
Pure
Through
fill.
and through. Pure fill.
Pure fill.
I also like how versatile it is. Like, we can just mix it up. We do mix it up a million different ways. We'll talk about some of those. But yeah, let's start talking about it.
Can't believe you're giving away the recipe. I mean, I can believe it because that's what we do. But
The more the merrier.
It's amazing.
The more the merrier.
You have
Make it.
got to make this Snowtini.
Hey, by the way, this is sitting out, so let's just say something right now. We got a bunch of these. They are Brewmate cocktail shakers. They're insulated, and I'll talk about that in a second as we're making ours and why that's really cool. But anyway, we're giving a bunch of these away. One per week, probably for the next several weeks, and then they also, go to Brewmate, if you can see that, brumate.com, and check out all the other stuff they have, because they have like the
awesome.
martini ones like this, all these different shapes. They have some for what do you call it, champagne.
Yeah. Some really cool product.
And look, you mix it up, and then you put this bad boy on there,
Oh,
and
what?
then you go outside and you sip it. So it's like great for events if you got to go down to the park or whatever like that. You want to take your cocktail with you. You
love
take
it.
your martini. You take your
Day drinking.
champagne, whatevs.
That's going to be great
And they're
for
super
Halloween.
cool looking. This one's called like Dark Aura. It's like rainbow or tie-dye anodized,
Yeah.
which is really cool. But then we've got one coming that's like walnut anodized and all these
can't wait to
different.
see that one.
They're super cool.
Looks
All right.
pretty.
Anyway, let's
Get started.
talk a little bit about what goes in here, but I'm really excited. Grab a few ingredients. All right. If you listen to anything we say about cocktails, you know that we don't love sweet cocktails. Overly sweet.
Overly sweet.
And
Yeah.
this is getting into this arena that really reminds me of like TGI Fridays, where you go in there and they have a chocolate martini, and then they take the martini glass and they squirt chocolate syrup to put a swirl on there, and then
Not
it's
my favorite.
low booze. This, like all of ours, is still very well balanced. So you're not going to sip it and go, oh, that's sweet. What it is creamy, though.
Yes.
It's creamy. And because we use Godiva chocolate liqueurs, and we like to use two for a couple of reasons, right?
I'm so excited. Yeah.
So we always use the white chocolate, and this would be like if you do a white Russian or something, you put milk or cream in those. But what's the point of that? There's no booze in milk or cream, so we use Godiva white chocolate liqueur because there's booze in it. And then we use the dark chocolate liqueur. Now we've had the milk chocolate one, but honestly, we're not
Dark
huge
is
fans.
better.
Dark
Yeah,
is
dark is
where it's
better.
at. And this,
So true.
you can't really see through these, but this almost looks like Kahlua, It's just a really dark, very thin, unlike this one, which is creamy and a little thicker. But we use this one for color and for a little additional flavor, yeah? All right. But we don't just throw that into a shaker and drink it because that's disgusting. We want to have our Lockwood Effect
There's
base,
more to it.
which means we need to have more booze. Now, here's where the versatility of this cocktail comes in. You can make it, like, put your own spin on it with flavored vodkas. You could use plain vodka and then put in like schnapps or other liqueurs.
And Smirnoff is great because they have all the selections.
Do you call
of
it Smirnoff?
What do you call it?
Smirnoff.
Smirnoff.
Yeah. So this one's whipped cream, which is fantastic. Although honestly, I mean, you could say like there's already creaminess in there. Let's not cream it up any more than we need to. That's fine. What I actually like is caramel, and our local liquor stores here are kind of out of the caramel big ones. So we got a bunch of little ones.
I think caramel's my favorite too, because I actually don't
caramel.
like adding more sweetness, because I don't like the super sweet stuff.
This is what gives it the personality, because otherwise you've just got this creamy, slightly chocolatey base. Very slight, because we don't even use as much of the dark chocolate Godiva in there. But then, like, I brought this one down. This is peppermint schnapps.
That's another way you
could do
go.
peppermint schnapps. You could do cinnamon schnapps, like hot damn.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Anything that feels kind of holiday-ish to you. What else have we used? Vanilla.
Classic.
I mean,
I can't think of another one, but they've got a ton to choose from.
Yeah, just get creative. Go to the flavored vodka aisle and just see what you think would be good in a creamy, slightly chocolatey holiday cocktail. Yeah. All right. So.
Get to it. Wow.
See that? Yeah. Oh, whoops. Spoke
too soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's the shot glass? Got it.
It started.
Check.
Oh,
Right
good.
here.
I thought I was going to have to go upstairs.
All right. Here's the recipe. First thing we're going to do. I'm going to double this because I'm making 2 of these, right? Otherwise, if you're making one, and you definitely want to make them one at a time, for these foaming reasons that you'll see. So I happen to know that for these, it's basically slightly more than this 1.5 ounce shot glass, so I'm just going to pour that in. That's for you.
More won't kill you.
Okay. Un for me.
And one for you.
Okay. So there's some vodka.
These bottles really work out perfectly.
And then I'm going to throw in,
We're going rogue.
So yeah, this is our whipped cream vodka. We also have some vanilla upstairs. At this point, because I've used some caramel, if you want it to be a little tamer, just use normal vodka. That's fine. Don't use anything fancy.
I'd go with the vanilla.
Tito's would be great.
Yeah.
There we go. Look, just a little left, so we're just gonna use it.
Why not? Why not? We're not driving.
No, it's not wine.
Where
It's
would we
vodka.
go if we drove these days? Because we're quarantined and it's COVID.
Apparently, we'd go to the airport.
We don't. We do travel quite a bit. Otherwise, we don't. We don't go to the grocery store. We don't buy gifts in stores. We don't go to school. We got nowhere to drive. I'm gonna forget how to drive. Except I did drive this past weekend.
It's like espresso.
We rented a car, and you'll have to check out our latest episode is Brooklyn's job in Malibu. And we had to travel for that. I was a little nervous about it because we're at an all-time high for COVID, but I think the airlines are doing a great job. The airports are doing a great job, and there was nobody at the airports. And there's like maybe 3 other people on our flight.
You're just reenacting that entire video. It's going to be like a rerun for people when they see this.
Lips are sealed. Go watch it.
All
Super
right.
cool.
I did 2 shots of the white chocolate, 1 shot of the dark chocolate. And again, that's for 2 cocktails, okay? So just get the lids on those and get them out of the way. And here's where it gets fun.
Yes.
All right.
I
Ice.
want the fun.
Ice. Always.
It's sticking to the scooper.
It always does.
I know.
They know too.
I was just explaining what was happening down there.
Sorry, it's so loud. You gotta get a quieter ice bucket. You know?
The ice.
Like a plastic one.
Bucket.
All
A
right.
brewmate one, maybe. That is a really nice feel in your hand.
All right. I'm gonna put this back here.
I love it. And I can't get over how much I love this little lid. Shake and go. I was saying before, that's going to be perfect for Halloween.
Yes. Okay. Here we go.
comes.
And this one, we want to shake really, really well. It's one of those cocktails.
Yes.
We're not just trying to chill it. We want to pulverize it. And you'll
Gotta
see
get
why.
those ice kisses.
How many times do we shake it, baby?
100? Pinto?
Ah! Can you go get glasses?
Damn it!
Ooh, but that's perfect because you can actually get cold ones.
Oh, yes. Perfect.
Woo! All right. So here's the problem with that kind of a shaker. Babe,
Look how
tell me if these are cold.
Frosted. No! Don't you dare. No!
So that's where this cool thing comes into play because it's insulated so it keeps your hands warm
Yes, because these are freezing.
while you freeze your cocktails. All right. Here we go.
Yes.
Hold this up for you. Now there is a difference in the top of a cocktail shaker and the bottom, so that's why you usually see bartenders kind of go back and forth. Okay?
Looks like freshly fallen snow in a glass. And that foamy top, that's part of why you have to do all the shaking too, right? You get that foaminess.
Yes, and you don't notice it at first because it's all homogeneous, but then you let it sit there for a second as you get out your nutmeg or cinnamon.
It's my favorite part. Phil really gets into the details.
Just grate some of that right on top. If you want to get fancy, and I do this sometimes, put like a piece of paper or a stencil on there and then do this.
Yes.
There we go. So by the time you're done with that, you can see that nice little foamy head. It basically looks like a latte or something. I don't drink coffee, so I don't know how those things work, but is that what you would call it?
Yeah, like a cappuccino.
Cappuccino.
It's so good.
You get that cinnamon, like as you're sucking in, you've all that fresh cinnamon on top.
It
really
just it reminds me of Christmas.
You know what I think we've done in previous years, maybe once or
What?
twice, is grated some cinnamon into the cocktail and shook it. So then it's not just on top,
I don't remember that.
but also throughout. We should try that.
Don't
round
forget these.
2.
Let's try that for round 2.
Mm-hmm.
Round on top. But don't forget that these are potent. I can't have more than 2 in a night. Or I'm on the floor.
All right. So we mentioned we're doing the giveaway here. To enter the giveaway, 2 things. Number 1, you need to be part of our inner circle. So just go to followabc.com and you can join our inner circle. That's just our email list, essentially. And that's how we notify the winners. So we got to have you on there. Second, you got to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So just hit that red button to subscribe. And we are working our way up. Going to be giving away a DJI Mavic Mini drone.
That one's going to be awesome.
So that's probably going to be, I don't know, mid or late January.
Yeah.
But you only have to do those things once, and then we'll keep you posted on what we're going to do in terms of prizes. And you can just opt into them with a comment or something like that.
Yeah.
And maybe you win.
When are we going to announce it? Each week?
Yeah, next week's
Hump Day
happy hour,
Happy-
we're going to announce the winner. So everybody has a week now. What?
Perfect. I just
Right?
can't talk. I'm trying to say Hump Day Happy Hour. Yeah, so we will announce it next Wednesday on Hump Day Happy Hour
The winner.
who the winner is for this Brewmate cocktail shaker.
Boom. That's it.
Boom. And I'm excited about this drone because that incorporates, the other part of our channel is travel. And we've used this drone and other drones quite a bit for some of the footage, especially our house tours.
They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, the most recent house tour we did for our Inspirato trip to Costa Rica.
Can you decide which corner you put it on?
No,
Okay, so
I don't think
I was
so.
right.
You were right. I know, I'm just messing with him.
All right, so I hope you make a Snowtini. You have to call it a Snowtini, and then you have to tag us if you make one. But tell us about your creative recipes. Like if you use something other than caramel or whip it, I don't know, whip it,
Did you
whipped
just say
cream.
whip it? He said whip
Tony
it.
Shea on the brain.
I don't.
And anyway, if you come up with a really cool one, let us know how it is,
Yes.
because we're always looking to experiment.
Yes, we want to hear about your cocktails too. All right. Cheers and good luck with the giveaway.